Visualize walking through an art gallery. On one wall hangs a flawless Renaissance portrait. Every proportion is perfect, every color harmonious, every line graceful. People admire it politely, but in the next room hangs something disturbing. A twisted face, a body scarred by time, colors that seem almost painful. And strangely, no one walks past it. They stop, they stare, they feel something. Why? If beauty is supposed to attract us, why do some of humanity's greatest masterpieces deliberately embrace ugliness? Why did artists from Goya to Francis Bacon paint horror instead of perfection? Why do ancient Japanese masters treasure cracked bowls? Why do ruined castles seem more beautiful than newly built ones? Perhaps because what we call ugly isn't the opposite of beauty. Perhaps it is beauty that has learned to tell the truth. Plato's impossible beauty. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato believed beauty existed beyond this world. Every beautiful object, a flower, a face, a sunset, was merely an imperfect reflection of the eternal form of beauty itself. According to Plato, beauty meant harmony, order, symmetry, proportion. The closer something came to perfect balance, the more beautiful it became. For centuries, this idea dominated Western civilization. Architecture became symmetrical. Bodies became idealized. Statues lost every wrinkle. Painters erased imperfections. Beauty became mathematics. But there was a problem. Real life refused to cooperate. People age, buildings crumble, flowers die. Nothing remains symmetrical forever. If beauty depends on perfection, then life itself is doomed to become ugly. And perhaps this is why Plato's ideal eventually became too small for the human experience. The broken bowl. In Japan, there is a tradition called wabi-sabi. It celebrates cracked wood, rusting metal, weathered stone, old paper, faded fabric. Nothing is hidden, nothing repaired to appear new. Imperfection becomes the very source of beauty. A broken ceramic bowl isn't discarded. Its fractures are filled with gold. The crack becomes the masterpiece, not despite the damage, because of it. This idea overturns nearly every modern assumption. Today we polish, filter, retouch, smooth, correct, erase. We believe beauty begins when flaws disappear. Wabi-sabi whispers the opposite. Beauty begins when nothing needs pretending. Perhaps ugliness is not the absence of beauty. Perhaps it is beauty after honesty. Nietzsche and the Mask of Perfection. Friedrich Nietzsche distrusted perfection. To him, polished surfaces often concealed weakness. Civilizations obsessed with appearances eventually became frightened of reality. They feared suffering, chaos, decay, death. So they invented beautiful illusions. But art, Nietzsche argued, should not comfort us. It should awaken us. The greatest tragedies are beautiful not because they avoid pain, but because they transform pain into meaning. Think of ancient Greek tragedy. Kings lose everything. Heroes die, families collapse, nothing ends happily. Yet audiences have called these stories beautiful for over 2,000 years. Why? Because beauty is not pleasure. Beauty is intensity. Something becomes beautiful when it reveals life completely, not just its pleasant half. Why monsters fascinate us. Children should fear monsters. Instead, they become fascinated by them. Adults should avoid disturbing films. Instead, many seek them out willingly. We stop to watch abandoned buildings, storms, volcanoes, dark forests, ancient ruins. Our eyes are repeatedly drawn toward things that traditional beauty cannot explain. The philosopher Edmund Burke offered one answer. He distinguished beauty from what he called the sublime. Beauty comforts, the sublime overwhelms. Beauty invites us closer. The sublime reminds us how small we truly are. Standing before a vast mountain range can feel terrifying. Looking into deep space can produce awe mixed with fear. These experiences are not pretty, yet they are unforgettable. Sometimes what appears ugly is simply too large, too strange, too powerful for ordinary beauty to contain. the modern obsession with perfection. Never in history have humans possessed so many tools to eliminate ugliness. Filters remove wrinkles. Artificial intelligence perfects photographs. Plastic surgery reshapes faces. Algorithms reward flawless images. Entire industries exist to erase every visible imperfection. Yet anxiety keeps increasing, because perfection has a strange curse. Once achieved, it immediately raises the standard. Every improvement creates a new flaw. Every correction demands another correction. The pursuit never ends. Beauty becomes exhaustion. The philosopher Alain de Botton once suggested that modern society has confused attractiveness with worth. When appearance becomes identity, every imperfection feels like failure, and so we become prisoners of mirrors. Perhaps the real ugliness is not wrinkles. Perhaps it is the endless refusal to accept them. The hidden beauty of scars. Think about the people who have changed your life. Were they perfect? Probably not. In fact, the people we remember most are often marked by visible imperfections. The teacher whose voice trembled, the grandfather with weathered hands, the friend who carried invisible grief, the artist who transformed suffering into creation. Their flaws made them believable. Their scars made them human. Perfection creates admiration. Imperfection creates connection. This may explain why old photographs often feel more beautiful than perfect digital images. Grain, blur, faded colors, small accidents. They remind us that a real moment once existed. Beauty survives because reality survived. The aesthetics of truth. Perhaps we have misunderstood aesthetics from the very beginning. Beauty is often treated as decoration, a pleasant surface, something nice to look at. But the greatest philosophers suspected something deeper. Beauty may not be about appearance at all. It may be about revelation. Anything capable of revealing reality more completely becomes beautiful. A wrinkled face can reveal time. A ruined temple can reveal history. A scar can reveal survival. A cracked voice can reveal courage. What we first call ugly often turns beautiful. The moment we understand its story, meaning transforms appearance. Context reshapes vision. The eye alone cannot judge beauty. Only understanding can. Seeing differently. Perhaps beauty has never belonged to objects. Perhaps it belongs to perception. The same abandoned building that one person calls ugly, another calls poetic. The same weathered tree that one sees as dying, another sees as magnificent. The same aging face that culture hides, a child sees as comforting. Beauty is not simply what pleases the eye, it is what teaches the eye to see. The philosopher John Ruskin once wrote that the greatest thing a human soul ever does is to see something and tell what it saw. Maybe aesthetics has never been about deciding what deserves admiration. Maybe it has always been about learning how to look. The world after perfection. The next time you notice peeling paint, a cracked sidewalk, an aging face, a forgotten ruin, pause before calling it ugly. Ask instead, what truth is this revealing that perfection never could? Because perhaps beauty was never meant to hide reality. Perhaps beauty exists to illuminate it. The flawless flower blooms for a season. The cracked stone survives for centuries. One dazzles the eyes, the other speaks to the soul. And maybe the deepest beauty has always lived quietly inside the things we were taught to reject. Not because they are perfect, but because, unlike perfection, they have nothing left to pretend. If this video changed the way you think, consider subscribing to The Strange Republic for more philosophical journeys into the strangest ideas ever imagined.